Thank you, Zimbabwe, for tuning in to yet another informative edition of your program. This is Agricultural Parastatals Watch, Agribusiness, and I am Wadzanai Manyore. So this is a platform where we discuss the contribution of the 11 parastatals which fall under the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Water and Rural Resettlement. We are looking at their contribution towards attaining the Vision 2030 as a country of being an upper middle class economy by year 2030. Now in this particular episode, we have taken the liberty of being at Grain Marketin Board Depot here at Lions Den. It is located in Mashonaland West, and I am joined by Mr. Jokonya. He is the acting regional manager, Northern Region of the Grain Marketin Board. Mr. Jokonya, thank you for joining us today.
You are welcome, Wadzanai.
Yes, now today we have made it a point to come here at Lions Den Grain Marketin Board. So we are looking at maybe the background, the history of this depot, and how it is helping our farmers, those who want to deliver their grain. What are the processes? What is it all about? A brief background of this depot.
Right. To start with, thank you very much. We as GMB, we have 87 depots countrywide, and out of the 87, 34 are in Northern Region. Right now we are in Northern Region and Mashonaland West province, where most of the activities in terms of grain intake are definitely taking place. And as a result, we are saying most of these depots, they're very good and loyal farmers who are delivering to the extent that it's one of the biggest depots countrywide. Okay,
yeah. So I understand there are, you differentiate your depots in two ways. There is this depot, then there are those you refer to as big depots. Yeah. What is the difference?
Right, we are saying if we talk of a big depot, we are talking of a depot that receives grains in bags and not in bulk. We would take an example of such a depot as Mhangura depot. And if we talk of a depot which is a silo depot, we are also referring to a depot that receives grains that we store in silos.
Okay.
But it would be of your interest also to know that when we are receiving grains at a silo depot, we can as well receive grains in bagged, because we can cater for both platforms.
Okay. Yes. So now as we get deeper, as we go deeper in our conversation, I understand that there are various processes that are involved whenever farmers deliver their grain. Maybe before we go to that, I understand that Lions Den is one of the biggest silos in Zimbabwe. Maybe if you can touch on that, if we can dwell a bit on that.
Yes, definitely I would dwell on that, but at the same time later I would also refer you to the depot manager, Miss Abigail Mziti,
okay,
who is definitely responsible for the depot.
Okay.
But what I can only assure you is that maybe we have very good, reputable farmers within Lions Den.
Okay.
Yes.
So some of the processes that take place, I understand that there is a big depot, then there is this depot.
Yes.
Some of the processes, especially in the wake of COVID-19,
yes,
what are some of the processes that our farmers have to go through in order for them to successfully deliver their grain at a depot? Some of the processes that you can highlight to our farmers.
Right, we're saying all the COVID-19 guidelines are being exercised in GMB. Right from the main gate, we are saying we are also at the same time, we only accommodate a person who is putting on a mask.
Okay.
And we also ensure that at the same time, social distancing is practiced. And also at the same time, we always try to sanitize every farmer, every employee will be getting into the depot.
Okay.
Yes.
So now going from the early stages of delivery, I understand that farmers they start by the weighbridge. There is also the taking of samples and stuff. Can you maybe touch on that?
In this juncture, definitely, I would definitely refer you to the depot manager, who is Mr. Mziti.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Jokonya. It was a pleasure having you with us on our platform.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Zimbabwe, for staying tuned to Agricultural Parastatals Watch Agribusiness. We are in the second segment of your program. Now, viewers, we encourage you to be a part of these conversations. Feel free to get in touch with me, the producer, Wadzanai Manyore, on 0772-807-506. Alternatively, you can like our Facebook page, Agribusiness with Wadzanai. You can also leave your comments and suggestions on our YouTube channel, Agribusiness with Wadzanai. Like us and follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle there is Agribusiness110. Now, earlier on, before we went to the break, I was joined with Mr. Jokonya. He is the regional manager of the northern region, where Mashonaland West and the Lions Den Depot fall under. Now, in this particular segment, I am joined by Miss Abigail Muziti. She is the depot manager at Lions Den Depot right here in Mashonaland West. Miss Muziti, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, we are in our second segment. Earlier on, before we went to the break, Mr. Jokonya touched on the various processes in the wake of COVID-19 that you as GMB are following, and you are ensuring the safety of our farmers, of our producers. Now, in this segment, as our depot manager here at Lions Den, I understand that Lions Den is deemed as one of the largest. It is looked upon as special, apart from any other depot, GMB depot in Zimbabwe. Maybe let us talk about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Lions Den happens to be the biggest depot in Zimbabwe and the biggest depot in the Southern Afica.
Okay.
And one of the largest in Africa as a whole.
Okay.
Yes. It has a storage capacity of 104,000 metric tons.
Okay.
Yes. And we can also stack outside. We handle both bulk grain and bagged grain. We can cater for that for any farmer as he wishes to deliver.
Okay. Now let us talk about your catchment area. Lions Den is one of the biggest silos, like you have alluded to, even in Southern Africa. I understand that it also takes huge commercial farmers to be able to fill our silos. Let us talk of your catchment area, your type of farmers who deliver to this silos, to this depot.
Our farmers are various. We have commercial farmers, the big commercial farmers. We have the A1 farmers. We even have communal farmers that deliver to Lions Den. Our catchment area covers from Chinoi, even Mhangura. We may have a depot in Mhangura, but a farmer may prefer to deliver their maize as bulk.
Okay.
They have to come all the way to Lions Den, and we will serve them here.
Okay.
Yes. So this is all about, it's every farmer, big or small, we handle them all at Lions Den.
Okay. Now let us talk about the payment systems. I understand that in years prior to this one, there might have been glitches here and there where farmers might end up complaining. Let us talk about the payment system. Then you can also touch on the inputs, the distribution of inputs. I understand that you as GMB, you are into distributing of presidential inputs and also the command agriculture inputs. So maybe let us talk about that.
Oh yes. Our Lions Den depot handles both the presidential scheme and the CBZ agro scheme of inputs. And we also have another scheme where a farmer can deliver their maize and they can swap with fertilizers or seeds, depending on what the farmer ever wishes. Our payments are prompt. We pay at most 3 days. And we have a new payment system these days, the GMB farmer card system. I love this system because the farmer may not have a bank account, or their bank account ceased to be working. That farmer card system, you pay them the same day. That's one big advantage. And number two, it's convenient for the farmer. He doesn't need to travel to the nearest town to open a bank account. We finish it all in the office, and he takes home his card and he can start shopping. That is
a very positive initiative, and it's very efficient. When we are talking of efficiency, it was a pleasure having you with us, Miss Abigail Muziti. Maybe as we round off our segment, your words of recommendations to our farmers out there, some who are also, maybe they might be aspiring to one day be part of those that fill these silos. Some might want also to take part in grain production, given that you are also part of the presidential input scheme and the command agriculture scheme. Your final words to our viewers.
Okay, our farmers are special. We are here because of them. Our doors are open anytime, anything they need, even clarification they want to know, they can come. and we can go to them as well. We have collection points out there. They can go to our collection points. They can deliver there at their convenience. So you are welcome, farmers. We love working with you.
Thank you so much, Femi. It was a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank you, ma'am.
There you heard it, viewers. I was talking to the Lions Den Depot Manager, Miss Abigail Muziti. Join us again in the third and final segment of your program. Stay tuned. Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned to Agricultural New Directions, Agribusiness. In this particular segment, we have taken the liberty of inviting Mr. Dangari. He is the depot manager here at Mhangura Bag Depot, located in Mashonaland West. Mr. Dangari, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yes, we are in the final segment of our program. And as we get into our segment, may you please highlight, maybe give us a brief background of this depot, a synopsis of this depot.
Okay, Mhangura Depot was established in 1979. It is 190 kilometers away from Harare. It's in Makonde district. In terms of GMB, it's in northern region, and Mhangura Depot is in Mashonaland West for Zimbabwean regions. Mhangura Depot is the biggest bag depot in Zimbabwe,
Okay.
with a holding capacity of 180,000 tons. We can say in 2019 we had an intake of about 49,000 tons here at Mhangura Depot. We serve a catchment area of Ward 1, 2, 3, 4 and Ward 11 in Makonde district. That's Mhangura Depot for you.
Okay. Now, I understand that at this depot there are various activities and things that are taking place. Can you maybe, for the sake of our audience at home, enlighten us on the various processes that a farmer has to engage in whenever he delivers his grain?
Okay, when a farmer comes to Mhangura Depot, first checkpoint you have to be at our main gate, where you write a delivery note. Our security guards will check the commodity that you have, and they also count physical counting of the bags, because we are a bag depot. If you have got 10 bags, they'll verify if your delivery note and what's in your truck tally. From there you come to the grading office, where they will take a sample, then do the grading of your maize. If it is maize, we've got different grades. We've got A, B, C, D and even UG. Then they will advise you the grade of your maize. You'll be taken to the weigh bridge, where we weigh in your truck. Then you proceed to the offloading point. There you will meet a handling supervisor who verify your truck again, the physical counting, then they will offload. From the stacking area, you come back to the weigh bridge for the second weighment, for us to have your final weighments. Then you proceed again to the main gate, where you'll be booked out. They will be booking you to verify that you have delivered something at GMB.
Okay, that was very detailed. Now, in terms of those processes, I understand that some farmers or some who are watching at home might say it is a cumbersome process. There are a lot of processes, it is time consuming. Your justification as to why we came up with that model of having the various checkpoints, what purpose do they serve for our farmers and even the various stakeholders?
Okay, for our grading purposes, we'll be trying to establish whether your grade of maize is okay with our standards. Like, we've got customers, external customers, who would want to buy maize from us. So by grading, we advise the farmer the quality of his grain, and it also helps us in stacking our grains according to the different grades that we obtain. Then the security guys will be helping the farmer to verify the quality of the quantity of maize delivered to GMB. We know these truck drivers, they might decide to steal some of these bags, so the security guys will help the farmer to count those bags before we deliver them at our depot.
Okay. Now, as we round off our segment, your final remarks. I understand that this season has been a bit different due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Your remarks to the farming community, the Mhangura farming community, or those that wish to deliver their maize or their grain to this depot one day as we round off our segment.
Okay, firstly, I would like to thank those farmers who have supported us this season. We know it was a hard season, but we are saying as GMB, if you deliver at GMB, we are paying in time. We are paying 21,000 in time within 7 days. And the other thing is when a farmer applies for inputs, we also distribute inputs at Mhangura, the command inputs and the presidential inputs. So you get a receipt from GMB that you can present to anyone who wants to support you with inputs wherever you go.
Okay.
So delivering at GMB is an advantage to the farmer.
Thank you, Mr. Dangare. It was a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank you.
In this particular segment, we are going to have testimonies from the various farmers who are located here at Lions Den or even Mhangura. They are going to be giving us their piece of experiences that which they have encountered working with Lions Den GMB depot. Pari zvino ndina mai Mahle murimi wemudzimai ari kurima mudunhu rino reMhangura vari papurazi ravo Riverstale riri about 15 kilometers kubva padepot rinori. Amai Mahle ndokuchingamizai pachirongwa. Pari zvino ndiri kunzwisisa kuti mune chibage chenyu chamakaunza kuno pamwe umbowo hwenyu experience yenyu yamakaita pakudhilivha chibage chenyu kunoku paMhangura depot makazviona sei nemamiriro akaita zvinhu munyika yepasi rese kweCovid-19 mapayments zvakamira sei umbowo hwenyu hwakamirawo sei?
Ini ndingati zvangu pandakadhirivhara chibage changu first time ndakadhirivhara about 3 trucks zvakandiitira nyore ende zvikandinakidza stere because ndakangofona kuna depo manager Dangare chibage ndandakarima nokubiwa kunoitwa chibage chiri panze ndokungofona ndichingopedza kushela the next morning 3 trucks dzakabva dzauya ndobva dzatakura chibage changu ndobva changoya kunoko chichidhirivhara chichiuya Monday kuma4 mari yangu yakabva yapinda mufoni. Ndakatofundwa nevana kuhara zvikanzi mama cheke mari inenge yatopinda mufoni menyu ndikati no ndikucheka ndiona bhala mari yangu yatopinda mufoni kuti zvakandifadza delivery yacho nemafambiro matransport azvaasina kumbooma zvakaita zvakanaka stereke.
Semurimi wemudzimai mashoko enyu kumusha kune madzimai angadaro ari muMhangura muno kana vamwe vakatarisa vangadaro varoda kupindwa muchirongwa chekurima chibage vachiunza kuGMB mashoko enyu ekurudziro?
Ini ndinongokurudzira kuti semadzimai kana uri mudzimai rima chibage uitewo mari yako sokuita kwandakaitawo inini ndotori nemari yanguko kudhirivhara chibage chako warima depo yeGMB Mhangura haimbofaika kurasisa zvakanaka chaizvo kuti ungatadza haungafamba uchiratidza kuti ndazowana mari yakati asi ndakaita zvakanaka kufunga about 4 trucks dzandakaunza panapa nechimwe chandazounza nhasi zvakanaka chose ndokurudzira madzimai ese ari kudzimba rimaiwo chibage tifide nyika yedu yeZimbabwe wagona kukuta.
Maita basa mai Mahle umbowo usina kugombedzerwa tinokutendai nekuya pachirongwa.
Maita zvenyu.
Mr. Fibion Bombe tinokutendai nekuya pachirongwa. Maane nguva yakadii muchirima muchidhilivhara besa dzenyu kuGMB setashinga cooperative?
Tava nenguva yakati kutanga 2016 kusvikira gore rino kusvikira izvozvi pari nhasi.
Besa dzamunounza dzakaita sedzipi?
Mbesa dzatinounza pano white maize wheat.
Saka maonere amuri kuita nemamiriro akaita zvinhu pasi rese kune COVID-19 kune nyaya dzekubhadharwa umbowo hwenyu hwamuinawo makamiririra GMB Mhangura ino muri kuzviona sei?
Ini ndiri kuzviona kuti zvakanaka zvikuru pakuti GMB Mhangura iri kutibata zvakanaka sevarimi vayo ende hainonoki kuti bhadhara maybe izvozvi kungo maybe 4 days mari yedu inenge yabuda. Saka ndinotenda zvikuru maererano neGMB yedu navamanija vedu veGMB Mhangura.
Alright, shoko renyu rekurudziro ramungada kukanda kumusha chipeta chirongwa kuvarimi vari kunze vamwe vangadawo kupinda mumacooperative ekurima wakabatana nevamwe varimi vari kunze maererano nekugutsa nyika yedu yeZimbabwe?
Okay, pashoko rangu rokukurudzira vamwe vari kumisha kana kuti vari muno mumapurazi maererano necooperative. Cooperative yakanaka. Chandeiti yakanaka, tinobatsirwa nehurumende yedu kupiwa zvikwereti zvokuti tiwane matangiro okurima, tobhadhara takohwa. 1. Kana vamwe vanga vasati vane shungu dzokurima, mukabatana mukaitawo 10 kana 15, munowana kupana simba nenjere dzokuti tirime tigutse nyika yedu yeZimbabwe.
Ndonzi Blessing Pirirai, ndiri young female farmer, ndinorima ndiri paLadios Farm, paLionsden. Ndorima about 30 hectares dzechibage musama. So far ndisati hangu ndane irrigation, ndiri kungoita horticulture, ndichishandisa dam, but very soon ndenge ndanayo. Ezvinezvi handina hangu machallenges akanyanya. Challenge yandiri kungoita ndeyekuti asandane irrigation. Then ndoda kuappreciata vanhu veGMB nekuti tikaunzawo chibage chedu tiri kubhadharwa in time, tokwanisa kuti tidzokerawo mumunda in time, totengawo ma-imports. At the same time, ndikukurudzirawo ma-young female farmers because vakadzi vazhinji havafari zvekurima, saka ndokurudzirai kuti ngatirimei. Mukurima mune production, munoitawo kuti vanhukadzi tionekere, tisimudzire, tikwanisa kusimudzira nyika yedu yeZimbabwe.
Ndokukurudzirai varimi kuti kurima kune mari. Ndichitendawo veGMB, tinotenda nezvanotiitira kukurumbidza kutipa mari kuti tenge taendesa zvibago zvedu kuGMB. Saka ndinovatenda chaizvo nezvanotiitira. Nenguva ino yekorona vari kutikurudzirawo kuti potai muchivharai muromo wenyu muchigeza maoko. Saka vari kutikurudzira, saka ndinotenda zvikuru nekutibata kwavanoita vanhu veGMB.
Ndinonzi Leviticus Kamuchira, ndiri murimi wopaEmily Park Farm. Tine irrigation paEmily Park Farm 100 hectares. Tinorima nguva yekudiridzira tinoisa wheat yedu, kana yanguva yesummer tinoisa chibage uyezve nesoyabeans. Paya patinenge tichida kuzoisa wheat kuti tikasike kubata mwaka, ndo patinoisa soyabeans yedu, ndo panozoiswa wheat. Uyezve chibage chedu chose negorosi redu ratiri kurima ipapo tinoisa muno muGMB Lionsden. Tiri kubatwa zvakanaka nevashandi vepaGMB tikadhirivhara zvirimwa zvedu. Isa hatina dambudziko zviri kubhadhara nenguva, uyezve mainputs anouya pano veGMB vanotifonera nenguva, tokasika kuziva kuti mainputs auya, tobva tazokolekta mainputs edu, tobva tafambirana nemwaka. Saka tinotenda zvikuru hurumende uyezve nemabatiro vanotiita pano paGMB depot repaLionsden.
Ini ndinoitwa Simon Chibvuri, ndinorima ndiri pa Avondale Farm, plot 15 Avondale Farm kuChinoi. Ndinotenda GMB iri kutupa rubatsiro rwekuti tigone kusimuka senyika. Saka tinotarisa kumafamazi ese mukati menyika munomu kuti tive nekubudirira kwenyika kuva tisisu tiri vashandi tichishandisa ivhu sezvatakaripirwa kuti nyika yedu iwanikwe nekuguta. Ndinotenda kuti mumwe nemumwe anokwanisa kuita zvinhu zvakadai tichava nebudiriro. Budiriro yedu iri mukati memaoko edu, budiriro yedu iri mukati mekuteerera zvatinotaurwa nemadhumene nevarimisi vedu. Ndinotenda. Simon Chibvuri.
Now, if you look at United Nations Agenda Vision 2030, you would see that Sustainable Development Goal number 2 speaks of eradication of hunger. We are saying zero hunger. From me, your host, Wadzanai Manyore, and the crew behind the scenes, have yourselves a fabulous evening. Thank you for watching.